Hello, my name is Nina Crawford from OWTV News, and I'm here with Naala Royale, owner of Dunn's River, located in RVC, Long Island. Ms. Royale, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
When Governor Cuomo shut down non-essential businesses about a month ago, what was your first thought?
My first thoughts actually were, oh my God, what's going to happen to my business? Am I going to have to close? Because we weren't sure which businesses were going to be deemed essential versus non-essential. The thought was, restaurants are going to have to close, and that is, quote unquote, my bread and butter. So, and I'm just worried about, the business and what am I going to do with my staff and just how are we going to be able to cope? So that was the initial thought.
Describe the plan you created to be able to stay open.
My business is normally, we're a restaurant and lounge. So we are a sit-down restaurant. Normally you have to, most days of the week, you have to make reservations to be able to get in to dine with us. And then we also have entertainment at night. We have a band on the weekends. We have a, light DJ, we have a DJ and so on. So the restaurant is usually pretty jam-packed. And so this switch, when we found out that we wouldn't be able to do sit down anymore, but we'd be able to do takeout, I was very nervous about it because my business really isn't, except for customers here and there, my business really isn't a takeout business. I got some graphic design done to get a sort of temporary COVID-19 menu done, where we basically streamlined all of our menu selections down to, the most popular items on my old menu. And we reduced the pricing, anticipating that people aren't going to have a ton of money because everybody's going to want to hold on to whatever they have saved. And lots of people are going to be out of work. And so we just quickly developed a COVID-19 takeout menu. We've always maintained a really great relationship with our customers. And because we've always had reservations, and I've always used a program that is a text blasting program, which is a great way to communicate with thousands of my customers at any given time for whenever I have a promotion or I have a change in my menu or what have you. I was able to pull on that, and I have a total of 6,000 customers that I have on text blast. And so as soon as I was able to open, which was literally the day after they announced that restaurants takeout are considered essential, we sent out a text blast with a photo menu of the new COVID menu, and the phones haven't stopped ringing, thank God.
Have you been able to apply for the loan for small businesses?
I have applied for the loan. There were some glitches with the system. For a while, some of the banks, including my bank, wasn't able to have it all figured out and sorted out, but I have applied. So I'm just waiting to hear back, although now I'm hearing that the government is out of money for small business and it's now in Congress's hands to try and see if they can get more. So we'll see. But in the meantime, we're just, with a very, very small staff, we're just plugging away with takeout. And thank God we've actually been pretty busy, and it's been able to keep us afloat, thanks to our wonderful, wonderful customers.
Do you have any specific policies regarding takeout to keep customers safe?
Yes, we do. Actually, before the governor announced that everyone has to wear a mask when they come to the restaurant, before the governor announced that, we had already put up a sign saying, we strongly encourage all of our customers, we prefer that you will wear a mask before entering. So all of my staff are equipped. I've provided masks for all of our staff. In fact, we were able to get some cloth masks made that have our logo on it. So our takeout is a little bit different, which I think is part of the reason we've been so successful with it. We do takeout by reservation. So literally the customer calls the restaurant, orders what they would like, and then we schedule a time that works for us and works for them for pickup. So at no point in time do we schedule more than 3 people at a time in the restaurant.
Were you able to keep everyone employed?
No. Right now, I have some staff that are, for now, they're just on hold, which it hurts me to have to do that because now with Takeout, we don't really need anywhere near, nor can we afford to keep on anywhere as many staff as before. So what we've done is a couple of my staff work more than one job. So for example, there was one gentleman who also has a job at Target, and he still has his job at Target. In fact, they've given him more overtime hours because he's needed. So then that allows me to keep on somebody else who has no other job opportunities.
Do you think your business will ever go back to normal after the pandemic is over?
I think that's going to take a while. I don't know how we can go back to business as usual and life as usual unless there is a cure or
Right.
unless there is a vaccine that's been tested. And I think that's going to take some time. So I don't know. I feel like things are not going to go back 100% to the way they were. I just want to get us to the point where the dying and the death and the suffering stops.
Has there been anything positive that has come out of this for you or the business?
Yes, I'm learning things every day. You know, my grandmother and my mom used to say, save for a rainy day. I don't think any, and I'm sure everybody else has heard that from their parents or their grandparents, but I don't think any of us expected the rainy day to look like this. This isn't a rainy day. This is a stormy period, not a day. I know what it's taught me is just don't take things for granted. Make sure you have something saved, not just to get you through a week or 2 weeks, but potentially for months, for a long time. I think from a business standpoint, what it's taught me is that you have to be able to be flexible. If you're stuck in one business model and you're not able to be nimble enough to adjust very, very quickly with the card, the deck you're thrown, then it becomes harder to survive.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much for having me.
Awesome. I had fun. Thank you.